Hi everyone, this is Alpha Ali. Welcome back to the channel. Hope everyone's doing okay. So today I'm doing a VOD review. This is for DD. We have done a few DD VODs before, I believe, and this is on Plat 1 on console. And essentially you just want help with basically everything. You just have to get better, basically. So I'm just going to obviously look to see what we can improve upon and how we can basically improve DD's gameplay. I believe from the last VOD that I did of DD, might have been another person, so I might just leave it. But I guess we'll just I guess we'll just look at the VOD basically and see how we can improve. Once again, you guys can get your own VOD reviews. These for 5,000 channel points. I do them on my Twitch on Mondays, but also stream on Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays too. They are completely for free. All you have to do is literally come into my chat and earn the 5k channel points. You can literally just lurk, or you come and say hello to my lovely community. It is completely up to you guys. Just to decide whatever you feel like is your favorite thing. We have a Wing Victory on. It's not one of my faves, I'm sorry, but at least it's without the golden gun, because I feel like the golden gun just like ruins it. But really, really cute. So just kind of like look at, by the way, I love the name of the account as well. I did giggle at it as like as I was loading it up. I didn't, what's it called? I don't think I really mentioned it. Okay, so I'm just gonna mention one quick things here right now. Because your hands are holding here, and a lot of hit scans will obviously be in this window at the beginning. I would love you guys to, I would love you to play in this health pack right now instead, because you playing here is actually really, really risky for you being able to peek your head open. Because if your Hanzo ends up obviously going more that side, then obviously you'll end up obviously moving that way, and then bam, can get your head taken off, okay? Just, if you want to obviously help your Hanzo at this beginning bit, make sure that you're helping over here, basically. But we'll keep going. So I guess we'll go from the beginning. See how we can make that a cancel GA just to be able to play in that health pack? And honestly, I would just hide in here. Like, unless if your Hanzo like backs off or anything like that, basically, you could essentially just, what's it called? You could just hold out in here. But we'll keep going. Nice damage boost on the storm arrows. Your Widowmaker right now is really, really far back, so she can't really like do anything basically. I would still honestly just keep yourself pushed up with these guys, unless if you have a reason to rotate out of this nice little tiny room and just helping these guys. Just stay here, okay? Keep going. Same thing again. Can you see how like we're constantly doing these backwards GAs directly into LOS of like this little chokehold, okay? We want to try and make sure our GAs are out of this chokehold. We want to try and make sure that we're either GAing out to here, or we want to GA to here. There was never ever a time where we kind of like just want to be backwards and forwarding into here, okay? It's actually so much better if we want to, what's it called? We want to be in here. I just wanted to heal her. The reason is, right, she is so far back and there is nobody in their team comp that can really challenge her from that distance, okay? You have to wait for Tracer to come and blink up to you. You have to wait for Sombra to go up onto her. The other real person is Zen or like Olari, but even then, like, it's so far back that they're going to really, really struggle to try and help, basically. But it's obviously nice help in there. Nice. The same thing with these backwards GAs. Make them more like cancel GAs, okay? Can you see, like, you know, whenever you do a backwards GA or like any kind of like tech, it really increases Mercy's cooldown. If you can, try to do a cancelled one to here, and then your GA says on a 1.5 second cooldown, rather than you doing like these little like mini slingshotty backwards GAs like this, which is actually going to increase your GA cooldown to like 2.5, 3 seconds. Obviously, it very, very varies, but like, it's basically just going to really increase your cooldown if you're doing mini stuff like this, basically. So if you can, try just to GA yourself forward like this, basically. But we'll keep going. Obviously, Hanzo's left. I would back out now, because obviously you know the Hog's going to be coming. Nice help onto the Ram. Damage boost him in now. Same thing again, try not to just walk yourself across these chokeholds. Try to GA through. With Hanzo ultimate, you cannot damage boost it. It's one of the few ultimates that you cannot damage boost. I did do a TikTok about them all, basically. But obviously with Hanzo's dragon, unless if he hits the initial dragon, like initial arrow onto someone, it cannot be damage boosted at all. So just honestly, if he's going to use his ultimate, just leave him, unless if he's been like pressured by someone, then you can go and like what's called heal him, basically. But we'll keep going. Same thing again, don't be walking across these chokeholds if you can. Okay, lovely peel for Widow, I will say. I love how you hear for it and go for it. My only thing, we can make this slightly better. Because we're really, really high HP, we can actually go and intercept the Sombra, only for like a few seconds or so, and just crouch spam in front of her. If you go in and just crouch spam in front of her, basically, then you can, what's it called? Then you can block some of the damage going on to the Widow, and then you can leave, basically. Alright? Keep going. Nice, love how you back out here. That's how, like, as soon as you see that Sombra, you back away. My other thing with you backing away from the Sombra to where you are is you end up kind of GAing into the team, okay? Obviously, so you see the Sombra and you're like, oh my gosh, okay, what can I do? Use your team and actually GA over to here. Because then you have, obviously, you have protection of the post box, and you also have this nice little, like, piece of cover, like, in a room. And you can still, like, damage boost these guys from up here. You fling yourself forward like this is gonna, like, basically put yourself, like, really vulnerable to anybody that's still main, basically. So I would make this more of a GA into here, basically. But we keep going. Obviously, we end up going back up to, obviously, escape. Back down to our life beam, which is completely fine. And back to our DPS. Nice. Nice. We do not need to GA anywhere right now. We can actually use our natural cover, okay? So you're playing here, and you hear the Sombra. Oh. You see how we can just, like, quickly just make this very slight adjustment to our positioning like this, and then we can just completely just block out the entirety of the Sombra damage. This is what I want you to do rather than doing these, like, quick panicky GAs, okay? Think to yourself, where can I go to? Bam, over here, okay? We'll keep going. You know Sombra's there, by the way, so obviously we do just, like, you know, try and, like, play out of that way, basically. Nice. Nice try. Oh, okay. I like how you go and try and help the Ram here, but don't be GAing in, because if you go towards a whole hog, it's gonna, like, basically do a load of damage to you, right? You want to try and keep your distance on a whole hog, so it's completely fine. You're trying to go in and help that Ram, but don't GA into it. Play, like, basically out back, like here, like try to play your distance, like, back here, and then obviously, you know, you can see where your Ram goes to, and then just play back, basically. Okay. You can rest out on top of the platform. Very, very nice. Love that res. Nice. My other thing is obviously we're using a lot of these super jumps to position. Remember, you super jump to reposition rather than positioning. This is obviously a great Neandra quote, and you're using currently the Neandra skin, as I know. What Neandra means by this is basically when you go to super jump, use it to position yourself in a different way rather than use it as your positioning, because right now you're using it kind of like above the tree, and the tree obviously provides really good cover, don't get me wrong, but at the same time we could be using our super jumps to position ourselves up to these high grounds, or we could be using it to kind of like position ourselves like back here. Basically, using our super jump as positioning just is a really bad thing to get into a habit of, especially if, like, we're constantly spamming it in front of, like, hit scans and stuff like that, okay? So just, if you can, try to use these super jumps to reposition. But we keep going. Nice. So obviously be looking out for your life lever here. Same thing again with Jane for no reason. Remember, if we're safe, stay in that space. We are really, really safe where we are right now with some nice piece of cover. Nice heals onto Ram. Make sure we're damage boosting him though as soon as he pulls out them punch. As soon as he brings out them punches. Nice Valk. My other thing with this Valk is try and use our cover a little bit more. Obviously everyone gets melted down because he used quite a few ultimates. Like how you're heading back out here though. Nice. Okay, you end up getting picked off, which is completely fine. Is what it is. Just needed to do a nice little reset, which is completely fine, and we'll go again. But that DD, I like the use of the Valk, but I think we should have definitely used more cover with the Valk, okay? Because we end up kind of like just once again Jing. Try if we can to use our Valk to J out into like some piece of cover, basically. I thought it was a doorway. Go. Of it, but other than that, obviously we don't end up staggering, which is completely fine. Nice. Just once again, we're playing very out in the way. It's completely fine for you to peek like for a second just to get your beam onto someone, but then what you do, try to G yourself out to here, basically. Nice Suzu from your carry. Go in to go and help your Ram. Nice. That is completely fine. Backwards GA. Do you see how you ping the soldier and you're like, hey, like team soldiers here, okay? What are you doing about it though? You're currently not doing anything about the soldier. You're pinging it and you're like, there's a soldier there, guys. Are you repositioning yourself though to make sure that you're not getting picked off by the soldier? No, okay? It's all good pinging him, but make sure that as we're doing so, we rotate out to here, so we're out to the LOS, and then we've acted upon our own ping ourselves, okay? Because you could have an absolute goer like people, what's it called? People pinging this soldier, like, you know how like you could like ping someone and then someone dies, you're like, oh my gosh, like, why did someone like not listen to my ping? You're doing this exact thing, but with your own ping, which I think is quite funny. So if you can, try just to, try to G yourself out to here if you can, okay? Keep going. See, nice damage with some Ram. Nice how you flick on that damage with some Storm Arrows. Same thing again, I don't like you playing this room if you can. Try to play out of it. Nice. I love how you go to go peel for Torb right now because you know the Trace is going to be nearby. Nice. I love how you're not just like directly going into him, because obviously you know like main it's gonna be like really, really like risky and stuff like that. I love how you're like slowly going in whenever you can. This is really, really good positioning by you, kind of say. Nice. Unfortunately, I don't know why if your Ram isn't helping you right now. Like he knows the hog is just in here with all you guys. That is what it is. Your Ram just did not turn around there. I feel like you did well like balancing your beams and stuff like that there. My only thing is I know your Hanzo's critical right now, but he is really, really safe right now. So when your Torb was contesting this Tracer, try to help him out a little bit more while he's obviously, you know, he's being contested by the Tracer, and then go and help your Hanzo when obviously he's like stopped contesting them basically. So I feel like that's like the only tiny bit of beam management that you did wrong. But apart from that, that's very much kind of like your Ram's fault for not going back and like helping any of you guys. Nice, obviously, you know, helping your Hanzo here. Just once again, as soon as he's on full HP, try just to be like flicking all that damage boost a tiny bit more. Valk here. Valk here. Valk. Valk. Nice. Ooh, okay. I like the Valk. I would have definitely said to do it earlier. When we Valk, okay, we don't need to be just like raw, like, you know, like just like kind of like G'ing ourselves like into people like how we're doing right now, okay? With our Valks, we very much still want to basically play our own positioning, okay? So you know how Soldier has Visor right now? Play a Valk here. Like, you will still get the exact same effectiveness, but also safety if you just play around here, basically. It's so much safer for you now if you just play your Valk around here. Keep jiggle peeking it like this. There is no need for you to be going out into this open bay, basically. So just still use your cover. Because obviously Visor ends up coming out. You end up nearly G'ing into a pulse bomb as well, which isn't the best. See how once again we're just randomly G'ing ourselves out. Use this little ridge bit as some more cover, by the way, when you go for this res. But can you see how like we're just like randomly G'ing ourselves about with our Valk? When we're G'ing, I want you to really GA with a purpose, okay? I want you to either GA out into like a piece of cover. I want you to be basically, I want you to GA from like pieces of cover to cover, okay? It's very, very rare that I want you to kind of like walk across somewhere or like be very out in the open, okay? I want you, whether it's in Valk or not in Valk, I want you to be GAing to that piece of cover, okay? Because that will really, really help you out with your positioning right now. Can you see how like we're just randomly G'ing ourselves about? We ended up taking a lot of damage there just purely because we're just G'ing into the enemy team. I want you to really work on that, basically. Nice positioning here, though, I will say. Nice. As soon as you get to that Reaper, though, and you obviously topped him up a tiny bit, chuck that damage boost on him. Remember, when Reaper shoots or uses his ultimate, he will, what's it called? He will get lifesteal as well as he's doing so. And if you damage boost, he gets more lifesteal back. It's one of the few like things that you can damage boost and people get healing from, okay? So if you can, try to damage boost him when he gets a little bit more like healthier, so we can get some more health steal. But we'll keep going. That's how you flick it on a little bit sooner though, which is nice. But we should definitely try and flick it on a little bit sooner. Alright, we'll keep going. So I like where you're positioned right now. Just as you're doing so, try just to make sure that you're still checking this little flank angle here, because obviously people can like use the high grounds and cover to here. So I like it. Just make sure that we're still checking this angle on the just in case. I'll be damage boosting Hanzo here as well instead of your carry. Nice. It's a nice positioning. Just once again, just keep on checking that flank angle. Nice damage boost on the storm arrows. Can you see how the Hanzo is going to start taking this angle now, okay? I want you to be really, really cautious of that. And either go into this room, now you know it's like, now you know it's safe. Or go and rotate yourself back around to like this area, basically. Just because you know that this Hanzo is going to start peeking there, okay? You just want to be kind of like really wary of that, basically. Nice. Keep helping your Hanzo with it though. Nice. Obviously, he doesn't get picked off by it. Damage boost Kiri here. Whenever you see Kiri like trying to shoot at people, try and like get people away and stuff like that, just try and damage boost that a little bit more. Nice. You see how our random super jumps again is picked off? We needed to make this more of a directional GA, okay? Yes, you want to go and help Ram, which is completely fine. You either do so by jiggle peeking here, or if you need to rotate, do a the slingshots where you can like aim it. I would love you to do a slingshot where you aim it and go up into this room right now. And then you could just play it safe for a sec while obviously, the beam linger's still on. And then just like jiggle peek it like this. Because you just doing a vertical jump up here is the reason why we end up getting picked off, basically. I was just thinking kill him. Yeah, well, like, we could do that by, once again, like, it's all good, like, wanting our team, like, to kill people, but it's actually, we can be so much more effective with helping try to kill those people if we keep ourselves alive. It is so important as Mercy to have survivability, and if we are, like, the last person to, get picked off, or, we're able, like, to just GA ourselves out and stuff like that, it's gonna make us so much easier, basically, for us, like, to survive and be more effective for our team, okay? We'll keep going. Obviously, we're just going to have to go back to our team now. It's going to be a little bit of a long walk, unfortunately, which is all good. I could use a hand. Like how you're calling back, obviously, for people to come and get to you. Oh, and your Hanzo actually does it. Very, very lovely. Nice. Obviously, can't help Ram because we're not there yet. We can't res that. If it was slightly more underneath, I would have said yes, you could maybe get it. But because of where it is, you can't crouch down to get it, sadly. Damage boost Hanzo a little bit more here. Obviously, can't really damage boost the Dragons, but you can definitely damage boost the Storm Arrows a little bit more. And at this point, you just need to die. Nice. I would have either just gone in with my pistol, just try and get some more ult charge, or just going to jump off the map there. We'll keep going. We switch to a BAP now, which I guess is like a little bit more healing and stuff like that for your team, which is a little bit better. Nice damage boost on the Ram here. Keep on damage boosting your Ram here. Because right now your Ram is the one that's being like really aggressive. So just keep on damage boosting him, okay? That's backing out here. Love how you got your beam on your back to try and get him out. You can Valk here. Valk. Nice. We Valk a tiny bit late here. I would rather you Valk a little bit earlier so you can try and keep up your Ram during the whole hog and everything like that. But yeah, I would rather you I'd rather you would have popped it a little bit sooner. Lovely. You read that so well. I do not like your positioning while you did it, but you read it extremely well. I love how you see your Reaper ray forward and he ends up like coming forward. I love how you just apply that damage boost and you do not care. Very, very well played there. That was completely the right decision. I like it. Just with your positioning, try to do so up on these high grounds instead, rather than like just once again GAing yourself out into the open, okay? But really well played with the damage boost there. I like that decision making. I don't like the res though, because remember, we haven't killed the Hanzo and you're currently resing directly in front of this Hanzo basically. Remember, you don't, you don't need to res the Reaper right now because you've won this team fight. He can very easily, respawn back from spawn. He might also want to switch characters and stuff like that. So at this point, work on damage boosting everyone else to try and clear up these staggers. Like try and just, damage boost the Tracer. Try to, damage boost, sorry, not damage boost Tracer. Damage boost whoever's, going on to the Tracer. Or try to damage boost anyone that's, going on to the Hanzo and stuff like that, basically. Keep going. Nice. But you got it. You got it. Might need to work on the aim a tad bit, but apart from that, it's alright. Nice. The same thing again. We can very much just play down on this low ground right now and just kind of like just stand here-ish. We don't need to be kind of like wasting our GAs and do these unnecessary GAs right now. We could just like play down here and just play with Hanzo here. Nice. Nice damage just on the Reaper here, I will say though. That's really, really great. Alright, be prepared for people coming in now. Love how you use the room. I would definitely rotate out of this room now. Very nice. Nice how you're rotating around this piece of cover though. Really, really nice. That Mercy is coming after you, okay? Oh, just fortunate, man. I feel as though with our movement, we're not being sharp enough, okay? I like that you're using these pieces of cover. I really do. I love how like you're jaying from these pieces of cover. This is a lot better from the first 2 points I've seen from you, okay? My only thing is that we're taking a bit too much time to do these movements, okay? When you do these movements, try not to just be like flowy with it, okay? Try to be a little bit more direct. Like, I want to be here and I want to be here, okay? Because you being really flowy with the movements is actually making you slower and what's it called? It's actually like the reason why you end up getting picked off a few times. I think definitely try just to make your movements really like direct and like, this is where I want to go and this is where I want to go. All right, but we'll keep going. Let's see what ends up happening at the end of this. I'm just gonna have some more water as well while I see this bit. I feel as though at this point you're probably not gonna be able to get on, which is unfortunate. Yeah. Just is what it is. So we keep on going. I'm just gonna skip it forward a little bit, just so we can get to the gameplay.
Ready for battle.
No unnecessary risks.
So obviously we're just waiting for the round to start, which is completely fine. My only thing is, I would never ever be stood up here by myself. Like obviously you have a Widow. Oh, you did have a Widow. The Widow's no longer here, basically.
3, 2, 1.
So yeah, I was just about to say, like, I'm gonna say this anyways in case people are watching this and they don't really understand. Never ever just stand up on here by yourself. Like, if you have a Widowmaker, that's good. Play like here though, like directly to the side basically. A way to go up there, which I thought that she was gonna grapple to and then just didn't. Okay, I love how you made the decision though, like to go back down rather than just like heading out on this part, because obviously this is like really vulnerable basically to be able to go out from. So I really like how you made the decision not to. So I would actually make my main blue beam my Sojourn now. Same with the Backless Jay, we don't really need it there. We used to be, oh, okay. So, because we're playing Zen Mercy, I had to think of the character then. I was like, I haven't seen a Zen in ranks for absolutely ages. Because we're playing Zen Mercy, we have to do a lot of healing right now, okay? So, and this doesn't help with you just once again doing these random backwards GAs. Do you see how this like random backwards GA is not allowing us to be active in the team fight and allows us to go and help the Sojourn right now? Because we end up using our big cooldown by doing this random backwards GA that we don't need to. And now we're like, oh, because Sojourn, right? This would have been so much better if we just did cancel GA and then just played around here. And then, oh, my Sojourn needs help. Okay, I could do another cancel GA and like help her here. Or we can slingshot ourselves around or something like that. Or like, we can help her, okay? We need to play very team centralized when we play Zen Mercy. And we have to, what's it called? We have to like make sure that we're still healing a lot of people. Because obviously with Zen Mercy, it's not a lot of healing. So we need to make sure that we're being active with our team right now. So keep on going. Obviously, nice heals onto Zen. Don't be ooh! Remember, they have Hulk and Sim and everyone. Okay, we cannot be going for reses like this unless if our tank is with us. But right now, Ball is currently doing his own little thing in the backline, right? So we just have to once again, we have to play back. Just like, let's just sit here and damage boost your Zen. Zen is what is like probably one of the best supports to damage boost. Like he is really, really good to damage boost. So just sit back and just damage boost your Zen right now. Like you don't really need to be going in here. Make sure obviously once again we need to be paying attention to him because obviously we're playing Zen Mercy. Nice rotation out. We have a Pharah now, so just be sure to link up to her, which is nice. I like how you don't go in with her. Obviously, that's her fault. Remember the Hog's there, so we cannot res that. Unless if the Hog drops, we cannot res. So once again, just obviously, I like how you're healing Ball while he is near you. Nice heal Ball. Very, very nice. It's fine if you don't get Ball now. Remember, Ball still has, well, he did have the Zen Orb on him and stuff like that, okay? And also, Ball will roll about from health pack to health pack. So as long as he's okay as he roll past you, don't be like really tunnel vision to try and get him, okay? The main thing that I always say whenever playing with balls is unless if he comes to you or if he's like near you, just leave him to do his own little thing, okay? Because he will just go and actually go and like do whatever he wants to do. He will go and find his own health packs. He'll go and do his thing basically. I would rather you worked on, you know, helping him when he gets near close, and then as soon as you can just go back to obviously, you know, helping your Pharah, helping your Widow and stuff like that, okay? But we keep going. See, damage boost here, you could just damage boost anybody here and it will do more than getting on your Glock right now, because a Zen Orb damage boosted is going to do more than your pistol Glock damage, okay, added to obviously the Zen Orb, okay? I would rather you sit here and damage boost instead of getting the Glock out at this point. Nice. I go up with her. Nice. Same thing again, we can make this a cancel GA around the statue, so we can obviously, you know, we can go and peel back for people if we need to. It also means that we can save our GA for if the Pharah decides to move again. Nice from Pharah. I love how we're like still going around like to play our cover and everything with the Pharah. Really nice. Just whenever we're playing with Pharah, try it, because obviously what's going to happen is Pharah's going to play a little bit more out in the open. You can just play with whatever covers nearby. So you know when Pharah's like playing around here? You play here. Pharah's playing around here now? Okay, that's fine. You can like flick yourself around and play around here, okay? You essentially just want to try and play with as much cover as possible while you're playing with this Pharah. Because she's going to take the aggressive angle, she's going to play out in the open. And it's your job to keep her alive as well as playing out, you know, out of the way basically. So she ends up getting hooked in, which is completely fine. Nice once again, you know, using the little statue. Same thing, and try and make that a cancel GA instead. Because if you kept that as a cancel GA, you kind of like hang about here, wait for 1.5 seconds, well obviously, you know, you heal up whoever you need to, and then GA yourself in to help with the barrage, okay? Because what's going to happen is you end up doing this like mini slingshot back again. We have a longer cooldown. I would rather you cancel the GA and then go and help the Pharah. Keep going. Nice help from Zen. Okay. Whenever Zen uses his trance, leave and find someone to damage boost, okay? Because right now, when Zen's in his trance, he's going to pump out a ton of healing, and it's going to be very, very difficult. Unless if a team is extremely coordinated, it's going to be very, very difficult to kill anyone that's in a trance, okay? So, while Zen is using this trance, I want you to peel back and go to find someone else to damage boost. Go and damage boost your what's it called? Go and damage boost this Bastion, go damage boost someone else, basically. Because yeah, literally, you just said it yourself as well, the super jump got me killed. Exactly. You don't need to be going in with just healing the Zen, because you having a heal beam on a transcending Zen is going to do nothing. I would rather you used either like a backwards GA, or you cancelled and then you did a different GA, or just something basically to go and help this Bastion instead. But we'll keep going. Let's have a bit more of my drink as well while we respawn. I didn't see no more. I was tunnel vision on the point. I think one of your biggest things right now, DD, is your awareness of like where everyone else is on your team. You can res that. Very nice. Just like how you use the Bastion to be able to res that. Really, really great. If you can, try to be as aware as you can for where everyone's going to be on your team, basically. So, because if you are aware where other people are on your team, you'll have more movement options. Can you see how right now, oops, sorry, I'm just going to rewind it back because I want to kind of like pause at certain points. Can you see how like just as I was looking then, we are so tunnel visioned in, I'm just walking in. Okay, it starts to go wrong like here-ish, okay? Here. So this bubble dies, okay? As soon as this bubble dies, we want to rotate, okay? Who is our main blue beam targets in this comp? It's going to be Sojourn. We have an Ana now instead of the Zen, so Ana can very easily keep up Winston from a distance, no matter where he is. And we also have Bastion. Bastion has a lot of HP and doesn't really need too much help, unless of course he ends up getting like hooked and really hard focus, basically. So our main thing here is to help our Sojourn. You see our Sojourn coming through? She's I don't know if she, oh no, she's in a jetpack thing. Her jetpack thing also glows like as well as her railgun shot, which can be like really hard to tell sometimes. So we need to, what's it called? We need to like go in with the Sojourn here. So I'm gonna play where I'd play as you. Oh, the soldier's peeking. Okay, let me like play a little bit more like jiggle peeky like this. I'll also be, you know, looking back at these guys and stuff like that. Obviously, Sojourn ends up putting herself into this health pack room, which is kind of like her fault. So as soon as she does that, just honestly, just go back and go help your Bastion with these guys and stuff. It's so much like better and easier though, basically for you. You can't rest that. Nice damage boost, okay? Whenever Winston jumps in on people, you can damage boost, you can damage boost the Winston, because obviously it'll damage boost the jump. And then you can damage boost the Winston as he dives people. Really nice how obviously you followed up on that. But obviously don't really commit into, obviously, you know, doing this. Like, because Winston could very much finish him off, like, as he is. So, obviously, go into damage boost the jump in. Then fling yourself back to go and try and help the Bastion. Because then, obviously, the Bastion will start taking, like, this space. And, obviously, it'll start taking points in a sec. And you can really, really help him out with that, okay? Nice. Same thing again with the random super jumps. Made that cancel GA. Nice. We know this hog now has hook available, okay? Make sure that we're not just once again just randomly GAing into the hog. Make sure that we're still once again we're playing our distance, we're playing back and safe. Nice use of cover here. Nice. Nice. Oh, no, okay. So we still know this Vyse is active, okay? And yes, I know you desperately want to go and help this Bastion. But your safety is more of a priority right now compared to, like, you going to help this Bastion, okay? If this Bastion dies, is what it is. It is so much more important, though, that you stay alive over you trying to help at this Bastion than both of you die, okay? I would rather you stayed here because you know the soldiers behind you, okay? You stay in this room and just stay put, stay safe, okay? I'm gonna play where I'd play as you because I feel as though you're gonna die in a sec, are you? You do actually make it out somehow, okay? But can you see how you can just sit in here and you are safe from the Alarials, you are safe from the Soldier ults, you are safe from the Hog, okay? If you just sit here for a second, it is completely fine in certain scenarios if you actually play your life, okay? So what's it called? If you just need to sit here, because then you can go in and go and help. You can then go in and go and help. Obviously, you know, being careful at the Reaper and stuff like that. But this is the point we can go in and go and help. Because can you see how we've ended up being picked off by the Hog? Because we've GA'd into him. Yeah, understand? Yeah, exactly. So just once again, try to play that safety. And play your life sometimes if you need to. Let's see how this team fight ends up turning out. Obviously, Ana gets picked off, so I feel as though this is going to be your Winston going down.
30 seconds.
Nice. Nice heals. I agree with just keeping the heals on him there, because obviously he's being focused down by a Reaper. We can res. Nice. Nice use of cover as well with that res as well. A little bit early with Valk though, okay? Can you know, obviously, so you know that Winston will want to obviously dive in. You will know that Sojourn will have her ultimate coming in as well. So if you can, try to pop your Valk when you see these guys jumping in, okay? Because I feel as though you've popped your Valk a tiny bit too early here and you're kind of like you've given it away basically to the enemy team that we want to dive in, okay? I would rather it be not so much a bit of an element of surprise, but basically allow these guys to push up and then use your Valk to be with the push, basically. I was Valkyrie because in my head I was like, push. Yes, which is the complete, like, correct thing. I agree with the Valk. I just think it's slightly too early. But also, we're pushing ourselves completely into the LOS whilst also doing so, okay? Just hold back, wait for them to start coming in, and then start damage boosting it. And it's obviously nice damage boost. Nice. I push forward with the Sojourn now. Try and let Sojourn try and get a pick off. Nice. Nice. Nice how you're going with Winston here. This is a completely fine time for you to super jump, okay? You can super jump up and then position yourself up onto like one of these high grounds here and just keep on allowing the Winston just to be aggressive with the damage boost. We'll keep going. Let's play back. That's obviously helping on the soldier. Love how you guys go into healer like throughout the hook. If people don't know, by the way, obviously, when Hog hooks in people, you can obviously heal throughout the hook, and it can actually help basically survive whoever's being hooked in, basically. So really, really nice there. Try not just to walk out in LOS, okay? If you are safe, wait for this Bastion to peek you and then go in for the GA, okay? Instead of like just walking through. Reaper's gonna be behind you. Yeah, at this point you just have to die. Yeah, just like have to die at this point. I was like, peek me. But remember, okay, where you were, you know when like you were here, you are completely safe, okay? There is like, until they start pushing into you, you are completely safe where you are, okay? If you are safe, try and stay in that space, okay? Obviously, yes, you want to rotate out. Do not get me wrong, like you want to. So, yes, you want to rotate out, but wait for the safest opportunity, which would be when the Bastion peeks you, okay? Anyway, so we're helping Bastion. When Hog uses Breather, this is a completely fine time for you to res, because obviously he's going to be, well, he's not stuck in that animation because he can cancel the animation now. But he'll just be, obviously he'll want the full HP, right? When you see him Breather, you go in for res. Nice damage boost here though. Just once again, play, if you can, try and play your distance or play around the bubble. But we'll keep going. Obviously, teammates getting rolled over again, which is completely fine.
60 seconds.
You don't want to be the first one to peek here, by the way. Like, you do not need to be kind of like peeking out here because you're going to take a lot of unnecessary damage that you don't need to. You could just play back here and allow your Bastion to peek it and just play back here. Nice. Nice G out to cover here. This is what I want you to do every single time. I want you to G out into pieces of cover. Nice damage boost onto it. Nice damage boost onto Bastion here. Huge, actually. We don't need Valk here. Have you seen how many ults we've just used? Okay, we've actually, we've only used one. We've only used Tyra, right? But look at the kill feed, right? We've killed like 3 of them, and we only have this Hog left. Okay, we don't need to pop our Valk here because we're already up in like a lot of numbers, basically. So we don't need to Valk this. So what I'd rather you do in this scenario, I'd rather you work on damage boost everyone to get this Hog down first, and then go for the res. But we keep going. Because remember, we want that safest opportunity to be able to res. But I think we could have definitely saved our Valk here for this like last team fight. Nice damage with the Javelin though, I will say. Really nice. I like how you pushed up with her. This is really, really good. So obviously just be ready to kind of like back off if you can. Nice how you just decide to ease too far in. Let's play back. Well, I feel as though everyone's going to get taken out by this ult. Nice, obviously trying to go with the contest, but it's just unfortunate you don't end up winning it. Okay, so Didi, I love, especially towards the end, your use of cover was really, really nice, okay? My thing with you, though, is we're not using optimal GAs to be able to use this cover, okay? Because there's so many times we could just do a GA cancel or just let the GA fully play out, and we don't need to do that slingshot, which is going to, you know, like what's called, like, increase our cooldown, okay? So first thing that I want you to work on is I want you to still keep on doing these like GAs from cover to cover because I really like it, but try to use cancel GAs instead of doing slingshots, okay? Because it will really shorten down the cooldown. It'd be really, really great, okay? What else was I gonna say? I completely lost train of thought. I think the second thing is just mainly our kind of like decision making and game sense, which is something that comes with time because obviously I don't know how long you've been playing the game for. But if you've not been playing the game long, then obviously you're not going to have a lot of it. But it's just something that you just develop over time, okay? But try to think to yourself, whenever you're playing against an enemy team, okay? Think to yourself, okay, this is a character they have. How are they going to get me, okay? Really good example, okay, Hog. Hog is a very close range character that requires someone to be in hook range to pull them in. He also is very, very effective up close, okay? And he's also very ground based because he can't be vertical. How can we counter this Hog? We can play out of hook range. We can also play above him at certain points if we can do a play up on high ground, so we can, when he goes to hookers, we can just like crouch and like back away to kind of like cancel the hook. Okay, and we could just basically try and play as much distance as we can away from that Hog. Okay, if we're playing against Sombra, try to think what kind of angles can she peek from, and then try just to position ourselves slightly behind pieces of cover to be able to block out her damage and stuff like that. Okay, I feel as though that's the next thing I want to work on, DD. Okay, I want to really work, yeah, exactly, just outsmart everyone else. Okay, think to yourself, how is this person going to be the most effective to at me? Okay, yeah, exactly. Be the smartest one in the room. Think to yourself, okay, how, like, go into a team fight and think to yourself, okay, what are they going to have, and who's going to be the most effective to me, okay, and make it your best way. Obviously, still being effective with your team. Try to make it the best way that you can to be out of that, out of their LOS, or like out of, so they can get to you basically, and just be one step ahead of them. Okay, so those are the two things I want you to work on, DD. I really enjoyed the mod though. I feel as though it was really, really good. Please just send me more as well. It was really, really lovely. So thank you so much to everyone on YouTube as well as on Twitch that have been watching this. Once again, you guys can get your own VOD views, leave for 5,000 channel points. I do them all Twitch on Mondays, but also stream on Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays too. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all later. Bye!